everyone, it is Brooke. Welcome back to my channel. For this week's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a week of my workouts. This has been highly requested and I just have been working out consistently. I've probably 5 to 6 to 7 times a week since January, and I have a pretty solid routine and it kind of switches up if I get bored of certain workouts. But for the most part, this is just like my workout split and what I do each day of the week. But yeah, I'm super excited to share this with you guys, so make sure to subscribe if you guys are new here and hit that notification bell so you guys are notified every time I upload. And also make sure to follow me on my Instagram. It is on the screen and it will be linked down below. But let's just go ahead and get into the video. Okay, so Monday's workout was working on quads and glutes. I started out with some walking lunges and I did a couple glute activation workouts with a band just to get me warmed up. These aren't necessary, but I just like to do them. And then I hopped right into my hip thrusting. I added 45s just to start. I did about 3 sets of 10 to 12. It kind of depends on the day. If I'm trying to PR, then I will just start with my heaviest and just kind of work with that the entire time. But I just started light with 45s, and then you'll see I added 25s. I did a couple more sets with the 25s added, and then in between each set, I just do these unweighted hip thrusts. I just like doing them in between each set, and then I added 35s and continued to hip thrust. I did about 3 sets of these and my ass was on fire, to say the least. Along with doing unweighted hip thrusts in between my sets, I also do these clamshells, and I would definitely recommend doing these or trying them out because they're definitely a burner. Okay, so next we're gonna go into squats. I just like warming up with the bar right before I start adding weight just to kind of get my form down. My squat is probably my worst lift. I kind of still struggle with the form and I've been going at it for 6 months. I've definitely improved since then, but I definitely, if you can critique my form, please do, because I'm trying to improve. But I do love squats. They're just one of my favorites. But after I normally do about 4 sets of 10, and then I go into leg press. I normally finish my leg days with machines, so I just did the leg press and just did the different stances. With the leg press machine, I just try to challenge myself as much as possible to burn my legs out. And then I did the leg extension machine and just killed the crap out of my quads. I could not walk out of the gym after this day. Guess what? Today is Tuesday, so that means we're doing a little good old back and bicep day. I started out with doing chin-ups with no assistance on the pull-up machine, and then I did some pull-ups with about 20 pounds of assistance just to kind of get warmed up, get those back muscles going. And I just love this machine. I've been using it consistently and it's definitely helped with my ability to finally do some pull-ups. Now we're hopping into curls. I love some good bicep curls. I normally do about 4 sets till failure just to get my arms pumped, and I just feel like doing it till failure is where you're actually going to see progress instead of doing 4 sets of 12. And I used the easy bar to do some curls, and then after that I went into doing some rows, and I just put one leg up on the bench and then put the other arm with the weight fully extended. And practicing the mind and muscle connection piece will help you with your progress, and I just kind of focused on fully extending my arm and pulling with my back muscles, and that has really helped with kind of feeling these in my back, because you're supposed to feel them in your back, and as long as you have that mind and muscle connection, you'll be solid. Then I went ahead and did some lateral raises. I love these. I only do about 10 pounds because after doing about 4 sets till failure, my arms just really give out, and I just feel like I can improve my form a little bit looking back at this footage, but these are definitely one of my favorite workouts. I kind of take that back. This is probably one of my favorite workouts, just static bicep curls, because your biceps really just do not get a break. You just hold one dumbbell in 90-degree angle, and then you curl the other one, and then just alternate. And let me tell you, this is a killer. Okay, so now we're gonna hop into some back rows. I love some rows. I've definitely improved my form over the past couple months. You kind of just want to fully extend forward and then pull with your back muscles. Also, just that mind and muscle connection is key. Really just included a clip of me drinking out of my hydro jug. That just kind of completes the basic gym look right now. But as you can tell in my face, the struggle is really real. And then now into some lat pull downs. I just love when my back looks so ripped. I just feel so good. But I just love doing lat pull downs. They just make me feel like a badass. They're definitely by far one of my favorite workouts. I just love back and bicep days. They're just filled with my favorite workouts. And I did these lat face pulls. My form here, I'm using a little too much momentum instead of actually using my lats, but you really want to pull from your wrists, and that kind of helps work your lats a little more than just using momentum. Okay, so then into abs. I just normally do abs on upper body days because I'm normally not as beat as I am on lower body days, but I just did these kind of knee to chest leg extensions. They're definitely a really good core workout, and it's not an upper body day without doing some push-ups, so I just did as many push-ups as I could until failure. I try to do push-ups and pull-ups on my lower body days so I can constantly keep on improving. And then I went into tabletop crunches and I did some leg circles. I did some counterclockwise and clockwise, and these are definitely a killer core workout. And then I ended the little ab workout with a plank. I just love a nice good plank. It's a great way to end the workout. Okay, so we got a leg day on our hands, and we are just starting out with some warm-ups, which is some bands and some walking lunges. And then we're going into hip thrusts. I just did some 45s, and then in between each set, like I did in the first leg day, I just did some unweighted hip thrusts and then some clamshells. Then after that, I added 25s and then did about 4 sets of 12, and sometimes push myself to do 13. I try to do one more rep than what I say I'm gonna do because I don't know, I just want to keep that mindset to keep on pushing myself. And I went into deadlifts. I just did 25s, and I just tried to focus on feeling them in my glutes and just focusing on my form and doing it slow and steady. Then I went into squats, and I just did about 25 and a 10, and I just once again kept my form super slow and controlled, and I did about 4 sets of 12, and once again I did the one more rep than what I think I can do, just to kind of keep on pushing myself to keep my legs on fire. Then I did elevated lunges. I just held 2 dumbbells and put a plate on the ground and just did some lunges, stepped up, and then I alternated. These definitely kill your legs, especially after doing all those other workouts. My legs gave out at one point, and then I did some elevated heel, I think they're goblet squats, and then I just continued doing that for 2 to 3 sets, and this was definitely a good finisher because I was barely able to walk out of the gym.
Money is the motivation. Get a job, go to work, get promoted, facelift.
Is another upper body day, so we're gonna start out with doing some chin-ups and pull-ups. I definitely would recommend starting on the lightest amount of assistance when you go on this machine, and then progressively, as your arms get a little more tired, add the more assistance you need. But that's definitely how I've been able to do pull-ups and chin-ups. And then because it's a tricep day, we're gonna just do some dips. I definitely need to do more dips because I haven't done them in a while and I was struggling, but I'm doing some pull-ups as well, and I'm just hopping right into my upper body day with some shoulder press. I'm just starting out with some 20s and just kind of getting my shoulders fired up. Then I also did some single arm shoulder press as well, and then I went into the seated press. You just take a plate, squeeze it with both of your hands and push up, and it works your chest. And I just do as many reps as I can until failure. And I did these half bows. They really help with strengthening your rotator cuff, so definitely incorporate some exercises to strengthen your rotator cuff because it's very important. And then I went into chest press. I just did some close grip chest press, and then I just did the other form. I forget what this is called, but you just push the weights up at the top. And then I did elevated shoulder press and then went into bench press. Then I went into tricep extensions. I can work on my form a little bit, but I just try to keep my upper arm stabilized and used my tricep as much as possible. And then I just did a burnout and just did these over the head like shoulder extensions, I don't really know. And then I went into doing some push-ups and then did a little bit of some ab workouts just to kind of get my abs fired up.
Ryan Little.
Okay guys, so today's Friday and you know what that means, it's leg day. I just started out with my same old warm-up routine. I'm squatting with just the bar to kind of warm up, and then I'm going into my squats with just the 25 and my 10s. Also, my best friend Maya came to work out with me, so you'll probably see her in a couple of clips. Once again, I just did my good old 4 sets till failure and just continue to do that. And it's definitely a good leg workout. Definitely try to work towards failure because that's when you're actually going to see more progress. Then I added another plate for my last set and then went into hip thrusts. I just did 4 sets till failure and did my little routine in between with just the unweighted hip thrusts and then the clamshells. Then I went into doing some RDLs into a squat, and this combo really killed my legs and my glutes, and this is definitely a movement you definitely need to incorporate into your leg days. And then I did some leg extensions. I did pretty heavy weight and just did it until failure, and I really burned out my quads. And then I went into doing some leg curls and finished her off with some leg press. And this was probably my favorite leg day I've had in so long. You definitely need to try out that squat and RDL combo. It was definitely a favorite. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe if you guys are new here and hit that notification bell so you guys are notified every time I upload. Make sure to follow me on my Instagram. It is on the screen and it will be down below. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed my workout routine. Make sure to comment down below some video requests you want to see, whether that's like more summer related content or back to school content. I ignore the fact that I said that, but so if that's some content you want to see, make sure to comment that down below. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next video.
Forget about all types of things. You remind me of the air